Hello there, my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Black 2 Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we defeated Aspertia City's gym leader Sharon, and we obtained the basic badge. Today I've gone ahead and brought us back to Flossessie Town, because we need to make our way out of Flossessie in order to make our way to the next area. Hey!
I'm sorry, I forgot to upgrade the Pokedex that I gave you. I want to add the habitat list. It's an amazing feature. I'm just gonna borrow your Pokedex for a second.
So with that, guys, it looks like our Pokedex has been upgraded, and we have now the ability to open up the Pokedex, tap the habitat list, and go ahead and see the habitats in the area. With that, though, guys, I am definitely excited for today, and I am ready to make our way to the new areas that are going to be coming up, because with the new areas comes the ability to catch a couple more Pokemon and add them to our team. Right now, we have 4 Pokemon that are very, very strong, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. So we are back here in Route 20, and let's go ahead and get ready to make our way through this place. So now that we do have the basic badge, we can go a little bit further here in Route 20. If you guys remember, there was actually a guy who was blocking our path, so now we're going to be able to continue through. Before we do that, though, I'm going to show you guys some level ups. So I've gone ahead and traded up our Pokemon a little bit. So Medley is at 15, Dory's at 17, Toph is at 17, and Roarin Jr. is at level 16. I think these are pretty good levels because we are going to be coming up on the second gym. And let's go ahead and battle this guy.
Hey, that gleaming thing there is the basic badge, but don't get a swelled head. It's a rough world out there. Here, I'll show you.
Here we go, guys. Rodri versus the guy who was blocking our path. So let's go ahead and take on Hiker Jerome. He has 1 Pokemon, which is going to be a Quillfish. Now, I do have Medley up in front, so let's go ahead and see what Medley can do. While we are doing this battle, I want to take this time to give you guys a very big thank you for all of your tips and your comments. Make sure you go ahead and click that like button, as it really does help the series. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and join the Purple Banditos today. I'm just really thankful that you guys are having as great of a time with this adventure as I am. It's been a lot of fun, I gotta tell you. Randomizer Nuzlocks are very, very fun because you just never know what could happen. It's an adventure that can go one way or take a completely different turn another day. You know, that's gotta how things go, and that's the great thing about it. So it always keeps you on your toes. And it's one of those things that I definitely enjoy. So with that, we defeated this guy. Let's go ahead and continue on, though, a little bit further into Route 20. So since this is Route 20, we aren't going to be able to catch other Pokemon here until we get to the next area. This is a pretty big route. There are a lot of routes here in this game that are going to be pretty long. So that's something that you also want to keep a lookout for. Make sure that you know what areas you're in, so then you know if you can catch a Pokemon or not. We're going up against a Roserade, level 10, though. So this works out really, really good for us. Let's go for that wing attack and see what we can do. I also want to give you guys a very big thank you for all of the great drawings you guys have been sending me of our team. The drawings are really amazing. It's just cool to see all the different art styles that you guys have and the way you draw all these different Pokemon. It really brings a smile on my face, and I'm just really happy that you guys are having a great time with this Randomizer Nuzlocke. I can't wait to keep adding Pokemon to our team. I think it's going to be great.
Rodri, wait! Come with me, you two. See the dark tall grass here? It's rare, but sometimes 2 Pokemon pop out at the same time. Also, the Pokemon that hide in dark grass are slightly stronger, so be careful if you walk through. If you're gonna challenge the next gym, it's the Verbank gym. These might help.
So with that, guys, we obtained some Pekka berries. We'll go ahead and take that. Any berries, the better.
Here's some for you, Hugh. Both of you, do your best. If you need anything, call me on the X-Transceiver.
Thank you, Sharon. We appreciate that. That's really nice of him, actually.
Sharon sure knows a lot, and he fought those Team Plasma thugs, too.
I've decided. I'm gonna get stronger than him. You should. Do your best. Fill up the Pokedex and have my back. Got it?
Okay, that is not what we are going to do. He wants to just have his back. He wants to be the main attraction here. He wants to be the protagonist of this adventure. We are not going to let that happen, though. We're going to try to keep pushing through here and stay one step ahead of you. So let's go ahead and take on the next trainer here, and let's see what we can do. I also hope that you guys are having a nice Thursday. I've been having a really good Thursday. I've been taking some classes during the summer, and I have been doing pretty good. You know, it's been keeping me pretty busy, but it feels good to be taking classes. So I think having an education is a very important thing. So I'm always working on getting more and more educated. I'm hoping to go for a master's degree in the future. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for right now. Just trying to set up for that, which I think would be really good. You know, I've always been a big person for education. I've always tried my best to learn what I can. Now, that doesn't, you know, say that I was wasn't a bad student here and there from time to time. I probably was a bad student, in middle school and things like that. But, regardless, as an overall picture, I think I try my best to learn and to just make the most of it, because I think learning is very important, whether it's learning from others, learning from books, whatever it is, learning on the internet. You can learn so much on the internet. There are probably so many things that I learned for myself just when the internet was coming up, just because I would look things up all the time. I was always trying to take in information, and that's something that really helped me too to bring me where I am today. So for those of you guys that are a little bit younger, that you guys are going through school, you guys are in school right now, stick through it. I know that school can definitely get a little bit boring at times. I know things could get a little bit tough too. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. There's nothing wrong with asking a question. That's something that I feel like a lot of people always hold back on. Asking a question about something you don't really know, but how else are you supposed to learn? So don't be afraid of asking questions, whatever it's gonna be about. If you want to learn about something, if there's something that piques your interest, then don't let it hold you back. Go out there, ask someone about it, learn from it, find someone you can learn from, and that's what it's all about. Get those interests that you find, something that really hits you at home, and if you find something really interesting, stick with it. That's what it's all about, having a passion for something, and I think it's always good. Ooh, we are going to have a doubles battle here today, so let's go ahead and jump right into this doubles battle as well. This is going to be a lot of fun. We have two Pokemon ready to go, and it looks like we are going to be going up against a Dustox and a Sunflora. So let's go ahead and see what Medley and Roarin Jr. are going to be able to do here. Now, continuing on with you guys, I said I might have been a good student sometimes. I think in elementary school, I was a much better student than I was in middle school. In middle school, I just used to play a lot of RuneScape. I remember back in the day, this was a while back, guys. I'm telling you, this was a while back when I was in middle school. So, back then, I remember we were just getting laptops for our little sections and everything. So, laptops that you could rent out. And I remember renting out a laptop and just, putting RuneScape on there and just playing that in between classes. So, that's what I did a lot of my middle school time. I would put in just so much time into gaming, just play a lot of games. And, I probably wasn't the best student, but regardless of that, I got my stuff done. I did what I had to, and, with my extra time, yeah, I goofed around a little bit, but, we got through it, and you pushed through it, and, that's what it was all about. And I think I've always just played a lot of games, done that with my time, but you just got to try to balance it out. If you find a really good balance, if you manage your time well, you can definitely, do what you want, have some fun with it, and then also keep on moving in life and keep moving yourself forward. So with that, guys, we have made it through Route 20.
Hello, you with 4 Pokemon, but if you have more Pokemon, your journey should be even more fun. Here, I'll give you these, so why don't you catch more Pokemon?
So with that, guys, we obtained some Great Balls. I'll go take some Great Balls. Why not? The more Great Balls, the merrier, because we're probably going to be catching a lot of Pokemon. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to Virbank City, and we're getting a call on the X-Transceiver. Who is calling us this time? Is it Sharon? We just got Sharon's number. It's our mom.
Oh, it's your mom. Where are you right now? Wow, Virbank City, there's a complex there, right? Have you been there yet? The way it looks at night is really quite nice. And you can also train your Pokemon there. Your Pokemon do some things and you can do others. Hope you can all work together and accomplish amazing things.
Thanks for that, Mom. With that, guys, we have officially made it to Virbank City, the city of falling fog and rising stars. This is going to be a lot of fun, so let's go and explore this place.
Roxy, don't try to stop me. I'm off to PokeStar Studios to live up to my true potential. My dream is to be a ship captain and a movie star. Get real. You're a captain already, aren't you? If that ship doesn't move, you're gonna cause lots of trouble. Oh, dear daughter. You split your time between your responsibilities as a gym leader and with your band, right? I can do that too. Ah! You dim-witted, dense, dumb, daft, dippy, dorky, doltish doofus! Doing double duty isn't the problem. You're causing problems for people. Keeping people from getting where they're going because of sheer selfishness is unforgivable. I've had it. I'm going to the gym.
Well, there seems to be some friendly people around here, guys. I gotta tell you, this seems like a very friendly area. Seems like a couple people were just having a little fun here, It seems like a good place, a good vibe, definitely a positive experience around here in this place. So I'm definitely excited to check it out. How's it going, Nurse Joy? It seems a little bit more peaceful in here than out there. Don't know what is going on here in this city, but we might be spending a little more time inside of the Pokemon Center. If you know what I'm talking about, Nurse Joy, you do know what I'm talking about. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. We are going to go ahead and pick up a potion. we do not have that much, so we're gonna pick up one super potion, and with that, guys, cross your fingers that that super potion will be enough to get us through here today. So with that, we are officially in Virbank City, and it is time for us to explore around Verbank and see what we are going to find. So past here is PokeStar Studios. We're not going to make our way in there yet, so let's go ahead and explore around here. Let's check out some of these houses, see what kind of items we're going to find in here. We got a resist wing. That's okay. Let's talk to these people. Once in a while, someone's going to give you something, so it's worth a check, especially in this Randomizer Nuzlocke when every item matters. They really, really do. Every item could help you out depending on what it is you do find. So let's go ahead and talk around. You know what, just a couple people jamming out, just a couple people hanging out in the city. It's kind of cool to see people in the city just looking out at the water, just playing a guitar. This seems like the type of things that people would be doing out in the city. So, you know, it's a good thing to do. Ooh, I did see a little gym over there, but before we do that, let's head inside of here. There is not much here, and it doesn't look like there's going to be much out here on the dock either. So we have officially made it to another gym. So this is Virbank City's Pokemon gym, and its leader Roxy. Poison Days, Poison on the stage is inside. But before we go in there, we're gonna go ahead and explore the rest of Virbank City and see what we can find around here before we do go any further.
It was 2 years ago, a bunch of people who identified themselves as Team Plasma tried to control Unova under the hero who's with the legendary black Pokemon, Zekrom.
Whoa! They're telling us the story about the legendary hero.
I will be a hero and become friends with Zekrom. Zekrom's a legendary Pokemon, but I don't know it very well.
So they're talking about Zekrom here. I gotta tell you guys, I think it's really, really cool that they're mentioning Zekrom. So it seems like the events of the past 2 years have really shook up this region, have really transformed this region, and I can definitely identify with that. It makes a lot of sense that these types of things would really affect the people that live here, not just everyone that's been going through it. You know, there's a lot more in the Pokemon world. There's a lot more people that we don't even think about. We think about the champions and the trainers, but what about the regular day people that are just living through the Pokemon world, you know? What about the kids that grow up and don't become Pokemon trainers, but rather become guards at a, you know, Pokestop or work at a Pokemart, whatever it is? You know, there's a lot more to the Pokemon world than we think about. It's a big ecosystem, you know? Every little part counts, and I definitely think that's something that we see here in Unova, which some of the other games truly don't show. So, ooh, we found ourselves a dive ball. Always good to check the trash. We got ourselves that dive ball, and I'll go ahead and take it. We have made it to the Virbank Complex, where fire meets steel. So you guys know that this is a Nuzlocke. So whenever we enter a new area, we're going to be able to catch something. We're going to be able to go after a Pokemon, and we have officially made it to the Virbank Complex. So this is a brand new area here. We might be able to catch a brand new Pokemon. I hope you guys are excited because we are going to be doing just that. Why don't you trade your Pokeball for my Great Ball? That sounds like a pretty good deal. So with that, guys, we got a Great Ball in exchange for a Pokeball, and it looks like you can do this once a day. So definitely go by there, check that out, pick up some stuff. So you can see that there's Virbank City, and then it splits a little bit. So this does give us the opportunity to catch another Pokemon. So we are here in Virbank Complex. We got ourselves a Firestone. That's pretty good too. Let's hope we can get a Pokemon to use that on. And I don't know if there's gonna be anything else around here. You know, we're close to the water, though. I did see a couple Pokeballs near this water too, but we can't really explore all of it. So with that, let's go ahead and go deeper into the Virbank Complex. So this is still the complex. Let's go ahead and see what we can find in here.
Hey there, trainer. Looks like you've got energetic Pokemon there with you. Can I ask a favor? I need to get the workers in this complex fired up. How about it? Help a guy out, will ya?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. There are some new workers here in the complex. Go get those 3 raring to go.
So it looks like we are going to be going after those workers and seeing if we can pump them up. It also looks like we are going to have some battles coming up. So let's go ahead and switch things up. I'll go ahead and put Roarin Jr. up in front, and let's go ahead and do this thing. Let's take on a challenger here in the Virbank Complex and see what kind of Pokemon he is going to send out against us. It's been a pretty good time here so far. We've been battling some really strong trainers, and I'm definitely ready for some battles before we do catch our 5th Pokemon. So it's going to be a really, really fun time going after that Pokemon. And I hope you guys are as excited as I am to find out what that Pokemon is going to be. So we're going up against a Vanillish. So let's go ahead and switch out. I'm going to bring out Dory out here. If you guys remember, Dory does have a fighting type move. So that's going to be super effective on this little ice cream cone. So let's go ahead and go for this. Let's try to take out this little ice cream cone. Hopefully it won't do that much damage to us. Let's go ahead and see what we can do against this thing. Big hits here would definitely help us out. We almost took it down there, honestly, which is pretty crazy. That did a good amount of damage. The uproar did a good amount of damage as well, though. So let's go ahead and switch it up. I'm going to go ahead and switch back out to Roarin' Jr. then. The good thing is that we do have a lot of strong Pokemon that can tank things out for us. So we are not going to risk any Pokemon at any time. We're going to try our best to take down this little Vanillish without losing much here. So with that, guys, let's go for the tackle. And let's see if we can wrap this bad boy up. With that, Vanillish has gone down. And we are moving through the Virbank Complex. So as you guys know, we do need to go and look for these workers. I'm pretty sure this guy is not a worker. He's a youngster. If they have him working over here, they might have some problems. Let's go ahead and see what else we can find. What do we have down here? Just a couple people hanging out. What's up, guys? What are you doing over here? Newest Pokedex has an amazing function called the Habitat List. You know what? We might have the Habitat List. That might be something that might have just been added to our Pokedex. Well, let's go ahead and take her on. A lot of trainers over here in the Virbank Complex. I gotta tell you, looks like Virbank City definitely is training up their trainers over here, getting them ready for whatever is coming. We have a Feraligatr to go up against, so this is going to be a fantastic time. Lucky for us, we do have Roarin' Jr. up in front. I'm gonna go for that Razor Shell. Maybe we can lower this Pokemon's defense. If we can get the Feraligator's defense to start going down, I think we'll be able to KO it pretty easily. So let's go ahead and keep that going. I'm gonna go for that Razor Shell then, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see what we can do. I don't know why, but when I see this Feraligatr, it just reminds me a little bit of Pokemon Go, because I'm kind of waiting for them to release more and more Pokemon. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but they were releasing some crazy legendaries or having some legendary events this weekend. I feel like I haven't had the chance to go out there and really go exploring for some Pokemon in Pokemon Go for a while, but you know, it definitely piques my interest when I hear that you could possibly get Lugia or Articuno or those sorts of Pokemon. I think having those Pokemon would be really, really great. So maybe I'll eventually go out there and catch them, and then, you know, hopefully we'll get second gen and then eventually third gen, and you know, so on and so on, which I think is really, really cool. The more Pokemon, the merrier. You know, if we could have the Pokemon world filled up with Pokemon just as we go around, you know, exploring, and then they're just popping up everywhere, I could definitely, you know, get into that. But let's go ahead and go down this way. So there is one of the workers over here, and there's also a little Pokeball over there. Let me see how our Pokemon are doing right now. Let's go ahead and put Toph up in front. Toph hasn't gotten that much action right now, so let's go ahead and throw Toph into the mix.
But now that it's come true, I've got everything I want. What? The foreman said so? Okay, fine. We just have to battle.
Here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and take on the first worker here in the Virbank Complex. And let's go ahead and see what this worker is going to do. So he's going to go ahead and send out a Spinarak, and this might just be a great battle for us. So I've gone ahead and opened up with Toph. Now, the thing is that these Pokemon are going to be much lower level right now because we have been training strong. So we're going to keep this going, and I'm definitely excited for it. I think right now we're actually at pretty good levels, getting prepared to go into the second gym. The second gym is tough. I'm feeling it's going to be, you know, even tougher than the first one. You guys saw that the first gym had some crazy surprises in store, so it's something that I'm definitely preparing for. I have a good feeling that we're going to be going into a tough gym, so I'm trying my best to prepare for it. I think it'll be good to have our Pokemon a little bit trained up, you know, get them a little bit higher on the XP, you know, do those stored things, and then maybe even add a couple more Pokemon. Let's go ahead and go for that Metal Claw, though, and let's take out this Clefairy. With that, guys, we are going to gain some good XP, and we defeated the first of the workers here in the Virbank Complex. So we still have a couple more to go, but at least we're doing something good around here. Let's go ahead and find what this item is. We got TM66 Payback. Okay, we'll take a TM around here. It could have been a little something. Could have been Earthquake. The day we find the TM for Earthquake randomly, guys, that is the day I am just gonna, you know, run out of the room, flip out, just go a little crazy, you know, maybe get a little too excited. You know what I'm talking about, guys, because that is the dream, finding those sorts of items. Okay, so let's go ahead and battle the second worker then. So that is two workers that we have been taking on here, and let's go ahead and see what worker Mitchell is going to send out. He's going to send out a Graveler. Okay, a Graveler. You know what, guys? I think we're going to be A-okay against this Graveler. Let's go ahead and just do a little damage to it. Let's go for the Metal Claw. See how much we do to that Graveler. We did a little more than I thought. We got it down into the yellow, which is real good. So let's go ahead and go for another metal claw. With that, guys, the Graveler is down. And let's go ahead and see who this worker is going to send out for us next time. We got a Volibile. Okay, let's go ahead and keep up Toph. Let's go for this then. Let's see what Toph can do. I'm just going to keep going for this Metal Claw right now. Metal Claw's been doing pretty good for us. So the more damage, the merrier. And as you guys can see, our attack keeps rising. So if our attack is going to keep rising and we're going to keep getting stronger, we're going to keep KOing some Pokemon, you know, we're going to go ahead and keep doing this thing. So with that, the Metal Claw has almost took down this Pokemon. We are going to go ahead and go for it one more time. And with that, guys, the Metal Claw has done it. So we took down a Volibee, and that is the second worker. We are just about to do this. We have one worker left to find. So let's go ahead and find that worker. We got Toph to level 18 as well. So we're doing pretty good on levels. As I told you guys, our Pokemon are getting pretty strong right now. So let's go ahead and go down here, loop back around. And it seems that is where the final trainer is going to be. Or the worker, I say, is down there. So we're going to have to jump down there and find him. But let's go ahead and battle this guy, too, before we jump down there and battle the last guy. So we are challenged by a Blaziken. Okay, here we go. Blaziken is level 13. It's really cool seeing some of these maxed out starters. We've been seeing some really strong starter Pokemon. What can I say? I'm going to go ahead and switch out, though. Let's see what this Blaziken is going to throw out at us. So I do have Roaring Jr. up in front, who I feel like will be able to handle this very, very easily. So we got critted there. No, we are not doing this. We are not doing this thing. I'm going to go ahead and use that potion on Roaring Jr. just before we do jump into this battle. And it looks like this Blaziken is going to go for that focus energy regardless. So I think we're going to have this in the bag. Let's go ahead and go for that Razor Shell then. It's going for the Ember. Okay, what did it expect to do? What did it expect to do with the Ember there? With that, guys, the Blaziken has gone down. And it looks like we are going to be gaining some really good XP here. So we defeated the youngster. And now we just need to get ready to beat the last worker. So let's go ahead and jump down and get ready for our last battle. Before we do that, though, we do have a couple items. So let me go ahead and use our potion. We'll get Roaring Jr. back up to speed. And we'll go ahead and get Dory a little bit healed up. Because you never know what kind of Pokemon it is we're going to be going up against here. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and jump down. Can I jump down? There we go. Finally. And let's take on the third and final worker here in the Virbank Complex. A lot of workers, a lot of people around here trying to do some battling. What can I say? These guys are just working out here in patches of grass. I don't know why there's just a bunch of grass around here in the complex. But you know, if that's what they got to do, why are there so many Gravelers too? So it looks like all these guys have had some Gravelers. The good thing is that we do have Toph. So Toph for us is going to just be doing some work. I'll tell you, I take this XP right now too. I have a feeling that Toph is going to be coming in very, very handy for us in the future. So with that, guys, the Graveler has gone down. And let's go ahead and see who the next Pokemon is going to be then. It's going to be a Blastoise. Wow. A freaking Blastoise is going to be coming out here? All right, let's go ahead and switch out to Roaring Jr. My goodness, guys, what is going on here with the starter Pokemon? So we got a Blastoise coming out, and there we have it. Welcome to Kanto, right? Some Kanto Pokemon coming out into the mix. I'm going to go for that Razor Shell, and it did a good amount of damage. We actually hit a crit on it. That's so funny we hit a crit on this Blastoise. This Blastoise is probably just coming out here like, yeah, Blastoise, fully evolved, level 12. And then it just gets critted out. With that, guys, we're going to gain some XP, though. We did defeat the Blastoise. What can I say? Our Pokemon are very strong, and we defeated Worker Nathan. With that, guys, we got 480 for winning, and I think that's it for the workers.
It's okay. If every day's the same when I'm working at this complex, it means there aren't any problems.
And with that, guys, it seems like the workers have got a much better attitude, and I hope that you guys are ready as well, because we are going to be ready to find some Pokemon around here as well.
Hey, you did it, didn't you? This is a token of my thanks.
So with that, guys, we got TM94 Rock Smash, and there we have it, guys.
The complex is lively because everyone is so fired up and ready to go.
I'm glad that everyone's pumped up, fired up, ready to go. I hope that you guys are fired up as well, because it's time for us to run around this patch of grass and see what kind of Pokemon we are going to find. So let's go ahead and do this thing, and it looks like it's going to be an unknown? Okay, so an unknown has popped up at us, and it looks like this is the Pokemon that we are going to be going after. I'm I'm a little bit nervous. Like, I could KO this Pokemon with any move, so I don't really know what we should do for it. Let's see what it does. It's going to be going for that hidden power, though, and that hidden power might actually do a little more damage than we expect it to. I don't want to go for the Metal Claw. Let's go for the Furies. We're going to throw a Pokeball. I hope we don't KO this Pokemon. It's actually going to be pretty cool to catch an unknown. I feel like I haven't caught an unknown in years. I really haven't just gone around catching unknowns. I don't know who really goes around catching unknowns or even uses unknowns on teams. I feel like unknown's just one of those Pokemon that is very, very underrated. Could probably work in certain scenarios. As you guys can see there, we just got critted out. So it could definitely work in certain places, but I don't know if this is going to be the place for that. So let me go ahead and use a potion really quickly. Oh, wait, you know what? We're going to go ahead and switch out. I'm going to go ahead and switch out, actually, because I feel like one of our other Pokemon might be able to do something. So let's go ahead and switch out. Let's bring out Roarin' Jr. out here. And let's go ahead and see what Roarin' Jr. is going to be able to do against this unknown. We got to hang in here, though. I have a good feeling we will be A-okay. Now, I think the tackle would probably not completely KO it, but I'm not too sure about it. I just want to have somebody tanky out there. Now, we do have a couple Great Balls, so let's just go ahead and throw a Great Ball. We might as well. We have them for a reason. This Pokemon is only level 12, so let's cross our fingers here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope that we can catch this Pokemon. It was almost freaking caught. You got to be kidding me. This thing's got to keep going. You know what? Why is it going for this hidden power? I'm honestly really just trying to catch it. We're going to go for one more Great Ball here. Come on. We're at the Virbank Complex, unknown. If you want to join our team, just join our team, you know? If you want to stick around, just stick around. I know that's all it's got to do. And with that, guys, we gotcha. Unknown was caught. So with that, guys, Unknown's data was added to the Pokedex. So Unknown is the symbol Pokemon. When alone, nothing happens. However, if there are two or more, an odd power is said to emerge. That is definitely a little bit strange. We're going to go ahead and give a nickname to the unknown. And to me, this looks like an A. It definitely looks like a letter A. So let's go ahead and see what we can call it. Ace. So with that, guys, I'd like you to welcome Ace the Unknown to our team. And with that, guys, we've added another Pokemon to our team. We've cleared out the Virbank Complex, and we found Rock Smash. So that has been pretty good. We actually got a lot done here in Virbank City. It looks like next time we will be continuing from here in Virbank City, and we will be making our way to the gym. So make sure you guys leave me some tips and comments on what's coming up. Make sure you go ahead and click that like button if you're new to the channel. Click that subscribe button and join the Purple Banditos today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.